experience of Pocono up in front, and here's Britt Anderson.
Trying to split mid, don't let the 12 split mid. Still just 2 wide underneath it. Still there. Top of the 3.
Pocono got thrown out to dry right there.
Top of the 3. Top of the 3. Top of the 3.
Watch that.
Top of the 3. 12 in line with you. Still top of the 3. 1 coming back bottom. You're clear. 11 gonna send it in there. Inside. Still top. Still there. Still there, bumper 24. Still there, 11. Outdoor, now even, 5. 1 off you. 1 in front, 42.
At speed, but also he's managed it well. He's managed the races well. He's done a nice job of getting finishes. They'll take sometimes a 20th place car and finish 15th with it. And that's what you want to see from a young driver. If you can manage races, that's a step it takes some drivers years and years to be able to do. Todd's doing it early in his career.
He'll be the senior driver at Frontline Motorsports starting next year because Mike McDowell is going to Spire. And then coming in will be Noah Gregson. That announcement happened this last week. And Marty, what's going on with the 12?
Rick, as we're embedded with the 12 team, I want to introduce you to Raymond Fox, who is the car chief for Ryan Blaney. And the Fox family goes way back in racing. It started with his grandfather, Ray Sr., who owned his own team at one point. Ray Jr. worked for Robert Yates Racing for years, and then the third generation. That's where he started, Robert Yates Racing as well, Raymond, but he's been at Penske for the last 12 years. And you saw the shot of him a moment ago, and you see him here in a still picture. The fourth generation of the Fox family starts literally today. Justin, his son, is a rear tire changer for Harrison Burton in his first ever race this afternoon. Raymond told me, I'm more nervous than I've ever been in my life to watch my son do a live pit stop for the first time in a Cup Series race. Incredibly, the Fox family has been a part of NASCAR since 1955. It looks like that streak will continue for a long time to come. And Jeff, there might not be a better example of how NASCAR is a family sport than the Fox family.
So committed and it made an impact on the sport. They work hard. They made.
Of Chastain has had a problem. You see the right rear is wrinkled on that. Looks like that happened prior to this most recent run-in with the wall, but the caution has come out. It's the third caution of the day. He was running 25th.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Look out!
Playoffs
You're done.
Of the show, Dale Jarrett and I on the front of the grid, and we talked
the
about
ninja got on there.
How would Chastain and Buescher be feeling about potential new winners? And I made the statement that
you see back into the wall, you see how it's
because history would say it's never even been close. Only 3 points have been made up from now to the playoffs. But I mean, put big asterisks. You also have to understand the situation. With the one having issues, if you're Bubba Wallace in the 23, I know he doesn't like how his car's running. But, man, I think this is information I would give my driver to try to motivate him to manage this thing. That's a big shot for the one, Jeff.
Yeah, he was out of the groove when he came into the picture, obviously just sideways and trying to catch it.
That's turn 3.
Wow. That thing, he's turning the car, trying to save it. The right rear hooks the wall. When it does, it just slings the right front into it. And yeah, I'm with you, Steve. That is big damage.
Marty.
And Rick, an interesting comment from Ross Chastain just a moment ago as you see him coming down pit road. Steve, he said he lost steering before he lost the right front. You got to wonder if there was contact even before that. And yeah, you can see that right front definitely not tracking the right way for Ross Chastain, who was near the cut line. This is going to be big for this one team.
Wow, that's a big. We'll have to see exactly what happened, losing steering before actually making contact. If you look on the grid, you know, Keselowski on the graphic, Jones, Bell, they'll all be coming to pit road. The question mark I have is Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr. If they are truly committed to only stopping 2 more times in this race, this isn't really one of them. They haven't run long enough. So we will see if they decide to pit or not pit here when pit road opens. It's going to be a tough decision for these crew chiefs.
That's a tough situation.
Starting 7th. I know what you mean, Jeff, because you know that lane assist, my car has that. I'm not good at using my blinker, and it kind of wants to steer itself at times. That's like losing steering as I go in the corner.
Unfortunate end for Ross Chastain here at Pocono. Well, you can join NASCAR's free rewards program and start earning points that turn into member-only rewards. You can earn points every time you check in for a race, either from home or at the track. Visit NASCAR.com/fan-rewards. Plenty of fans here enjoying today's race.
First thing you have to do is fill them up. Remember the old school back when Chris Sr. was a gas man, there was a catch can guy back here venting the air. No longer have a catch can man. So we cut this apart and we plug the fuel can in. When we engage the fuel can, you're going to see these two cones kind of come together. Now the yellow arrows, that's fuel dumping into the race car. The blue arrows, that's air coming out. That's where the catch can man used to come into work. That air goes up into that vent. When the fuel is full, the fuel then fills those blue arrows, fills that clear can, and that's how you know the car is filled. Now the problem is, if you misalign that at all, and the fuel gets where the air can be, it's like trying to pour 1 gallon out by flipping it upside down with no vent, Rick. It goes very slow, and that messes up the entire pit stop. Fueling, more important than ever here in NASCAR.
And I did want to reference the 38 got caught for speeding. That was the unfortunate news. Parker, what's going on?
Well, Steve, I want to point this out. We've talked a lot about fuel. We've seen some drivers and teams elect to take 2 tires because they feel like they're not worth any performance. But this is the right front off Eric Jones showing the cords here. That was just basically 1 full fuel run. So maybe just another addition to all the problems these crew chiefs have in terms of strategy here at Pocono. Maybe some right for